Featuring Little Bow Wow, not so little anymore. Now he goes by Just Bow Wow, and the song is Irresistible. Jessica Simpson used to sing back in the day. Now she makes nice shoes, and I think she makes better shoes than she does songs. Oh, Yolanda is so mean, and it's Monday. I said what I said. I'll always keep it 100. That was just target practice kidogo before the conversation starts. No, her music was nice. It was cute. 22 minutes in. I guess you know it's time for Word Around Town, our big conversation. Today we're asking you, should you be friends with your boss? And I'll give you the premise to this conversation. I was talking to a friend of mine and we were having a big witching with a capital B fest. So everyone was talking about what's going on in their lives. And when you cross certain boundaries with your boss, they can't be uncrossed. So my friend is very tight with their boss until the boss's personal life is leaking into my friend's life, right? When you're being sent for personal things like tampons, to go to pick the child up from school, the child needs a costume for a play in school, and you're the one who is being sent to go and pick it. It's not in your contract, I mean. But even before we get to the contracts and the legalities and all that, let me tell you where my friend's boss crossed the line. My friend was asked to spy for this person's partner, for the boss's partner, to go and fish and find out the relationship between him and that chick. Dude, now I'm your personal play thingy. If it gets to a point where, can you imagine? It's different if it's voluntary, but these are demands. Oh, you're going out for lunch. Yeah, please pick up super tampons, the pack of 20. Dude, me, what do I look like? You're a meadow. You know, it's very, and I don't even mean that respectfully. That's very disrespectful even to send someone for your personal effect. So why should I be respectful when I'm having this discussion? So it's really bad. And my friend was just saying, how do we go back to being boss and subordinate? I'm like, unfortunately, I don't think you can. You know why? Because you did not set boundaries from the onset. You have right off the bat, from the get-go, from the jump, you have to mark out your boundaries. You must. I feel very strongly about this. In fact, even bosses who want to remove people from the office setting and I've brought you to my house to choma for you, nyama. I'm like, why? I always feel like it's to de-weaponize you, to undress you, to make you feel like you're on the same level and you're friends. So how are you going to feel when this person has to punish you when you've not done certain things? Come appraisal season, and yesterday we were having drinks at your house. Are you going to be objective when you're appraising me? Or are we going to be buddy-buddy? Am I going to feel like it's a betrayal when maybe I'm lagging behind and you have to give me maybe a tongue lashing or not some encouraging words? So you understand what I'm saying? That when you play around with the rules, just be okay with whatever repercussions come with it. I believe strongly that you must, no question about it, respect your boss. Anybody in authority, a must. It is not a question. It is not a favor. It just simply comes with a title. You must respect your elders. You must respect the people who above you in rank in your organization. Lazima, lazima, lazima. A must. Must you be friends? Should you be friends? You can be friends. Must you? No. Hell no. Because also I find it that people who like to tap dance for the boss, I was looking for words that will not get me fired or sued. The people who tap dance for their bosses are people who are inadequate. People who fall short. That is the reason why you must put on an act for your boss, a little show, monkey dance, a little circus show for your boss. Because your work doesn't speak for itself. When your work speaks for itself, you don't have to dance around. You can be respectful and still not kiss someone's backside. I don't know if we are together. But many people who go out of their way to be buddies with bosses is because you know your work. You cannot. You don't make the cut. Your work cannot speak for itself. That's why you feel you have to do a little extra. Oh, Yolanda, but my boss and I have been best friends since college. I'm happy for you. That's fine and dandy. Click your heels and sing at the mountaintop. Because yes, you're one of the lucky few. There's people who are still friends with their bosses, have been even for years, and they've never crossed lines. And I'm like, that is good, but not everybody gets to enjoy that. So just to be on the safer side, I'm not saying you should live fearfully of your boss. I'm just saying that you should always remember that it's work. You're bound together by contract. My allegiance has never been to a boss. My allegiance is to my contract and the scheme of service for my company. It says I should be here an hour before my show. I am here an hour before my show. And if one day I am not and my boss is mad at me, I will never think any different of him. Why? Because it is in fine print. But there's people who you want to be friends with your boss so you can break the rules. And there's people who also want to be very close to the boss to try and control what their boss thinks and their environment because you want to get inside your boss's head. I'm like, come on, you're not that lonely. You have people outside of that work that you can be friends with. I always question when I see someone who wants to be their boss's lap cat. Unajua kapusi, poos, to be licked and kissed and patted. You're sure you came in through the front door? You are? Positively? Sometimes it doesn't look like so. When every time we see you, you've puckered up like this. And your boss is bending. I said what I said. When I come back, you come